YouTube, how you doing, earthlings? Right, I wanted to show you something that I've been doing for a long time, making miniature weapons for 1/6 scale action figures, i.e. 12-inch tall Action Man, CY, 3A Toys, Snow Corporation, all of those type things. Barbie, yeah, Barbie. I wanted to show you the weapons that I've been making. I've been doing them for quite a while now, so I've got quite a big collection. I just thought I'd start off with Bowie Knives. Here's a little Bowie knife that I made. It's just some steel that I had left over from when I made my shield, and I thought I'd put it to good use, and then I realised that I'd need other bits and pieces, so I'm using bits off the outside of video recorders and things, and I'm just making miniature knives. Then I started buying these sheets of small squares of brass and copper and stuff, and to make the guards. And this is a design I found online. It's got a sort of a copper band along the top edge of it. But it's a really nice sort of design of a Bowie knife. These are all Bowie knives, by the way. This is my little Bowie knife collection. So I made a little Bowie knife. There's 3 little pins there, which are actually brass, dressmaking pins, but cut down little stubs of it. And then this is a brass piece, and then I think it's brass along the back here. You can buy these it might be copper actually, but you can buy these sticky strips of copper to make accents like that. And then I made it a little sheath for it to go in. All this is some PU fake leather cut out, and then I've got this special little tool I made to do the simulated sewing effect down the edges of it. It's just a bit out of a clock in between a bit of wire, and I just heat it up in a candle and then go, and then I've got a bit of more of the bronze around the top there. And yeah, so 1/6 scale action figure size. But then I thought, people have big knives, so I made a bigger one, an exact copy of this, pretty much. There we are. There's a big version of it. These handles, I carve all those out of bits of wood. I do proper tangs all the way up quite a way up inside the handle, so they are constructed like a proper knife, but the pins, they're not actually going through the tang at all. They're just on there just as display purposes, but I mean they're quite sturdy, good metal knives. So yeah, a big one. I haven't made him a sheath yet, but yeah. So that's that one and that one. And what's this one here? This one I've also started using these little neodymium magnets to hold your knife in the scabbard. So this one's a bit more of a different shape. It's got a cutting edge along here as well as along the main cutting edge, and a nice, that's brass, that one, I think. I haven't got any pins in this one. This is a pinless one, but yeah, another little Bowie knife. How can I put them so they get all shiny and grab the light when they're sitting down here? Can I place them in any way? Yeah, something like that maybe. That one's going to catch the light there. This one hasn't got a scabbard. This is just a sort of a... You'll notice there's a bit of a sort of a greasiness over them. It's because I rub a little bit of grease. That's the word I was looking for, over the surface of them to stop them rusting. You can see this one's got a nice big long grind on this side, wide grind on that side, and then this side has got a much smaller sharp edge on it, smaller grind, and it's got a grind up there. Don't expect to be getting your treats for a long while, because you're good over an hour away. Yeah, quite pleased with this one. This one's got a plastic handle. I can't remember what they. I haven't watched All Forged in Fire for quite a while, so I can't remember all my terminology. But these are slabs of plastic that I glued on. What do they call them? Maybe you can tell me in the comments if you can remember what they call those when they stick the slabs on like that and then shape it. But these have got brass pins in there as well. This one's a little bit out of place, but I'm not going to worry about that. Little Bowie knife. What else do we have here? Yes, I started to make the blades out of my pieces of copper and brass. I think this is brass or copper. I can't remember. But it's got the copper around here that needs to be shined up again, and a bit of a copper on the end there as a sort of an end cap. Let me get my terminology for bits of weapons again. Where are we? Where's the picture? It's sort of a pommel, but it's not a pommel. Is there knife parts here? Full tang, handle slabs. Yeah, that's what this is. This is a full tang with handle slabs. So I did get the slabs terminology right. And this, there's the butt. Yeah, this is the butt. This will be the bolster. These are the rivets. Two little rivets in there. The tip, the point, the edge, the heel, the spine. This one's got a nice saw blade spine down it. And the handle, scales. That's what I was looking for, scales. These are the scales. That's the word I was looking for. Hey. Right, no need for your comments now, thank you very much. So yeah, that one's come out quite nicely. What are we up to? 8 minutes already, wow. This is another neodymium magnet sheath. Nice, this one's got an edge all the way along here, all the way along there, and all the way along there. So it's kind of an oldish. I'm going to make this one kind of an oldish looking one. Put the sheath down. Sort of an old design. Some nice. What are the bits where they come up to the and the edge stops? It's not the heel, is it? Let's have another. Let's see if I've got another picture of parts of knives. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. The ricasso. These are very well-defined ricassos. I haven't got. Yeah, I've got a ricasso in this one. And then there's plunge line. Oh bloody Bloody hell, Rosie, you've only just got out your bag. Now you want to get back in it again. Bolster. Yeah, this one's got a bolster. I think that's a bolster where you can put your finger in there. You've done it all on your own, Rosie. Well done. I'll go and get my coffee again. Or else I'm going to start coughing again. Bolster. Yeah. Looks like a bolster to me. So that's that one anyway. This is another large one with a nice, another neodymium magnet sheath. This is a bit of a larger saw blade, sort of more of a machete Bowie knife, but it's just a big Bowie knife. This nice little design there with the bolster there, the heel, ricasso. This is a hidden tang with 3 pins up the handle. More of an older design, I suppose. All of the edges, I went over all of them and started using a file on each of all of the edges on all of my knives. So I redone all of the edges on all of my miniature blades not so long ago, and I think they looked a little bit better than they did before. I have to make room because there's quite a lot more. This is more of a sort of a, this one I kind of copied a knife that I've got, a little sort of a tiny little Bowie knife, sort of carving knife maybe, wood carving knife, a nice little bolster in there and ricasso, cutting edge, and without no cutting edge up here. It's just a and this one was a handle off a toothbrush, not toothbrush, paintbrush, tiny little paintbrush. That's that little one. Let me get all of my blades facing in the right direction. Doing my OCD no good whatsoever. That was. What do we have here? This one's more of a sort of an Alamo sort of Bowie knife with a nice, with a hanging hook on it, not a hook, hoop on it, with a thin guard. I don't know what I made that out of. Probably just something as simple as a can or something, or a lid from a pot of coffee or something. A big metal one. But yeah, I've got a what's this bit called again? Let me have a look, see if I've got that mentioned in any of my pictures of knife. They called it a blood groove, but it's not a blood groove. It's not stupid. That's stupid. That is. It's not a blood groove at all. Where's a picture with one on it? I don't think I've got one. Let me just do a quick Google search while I look at this. Yeah, it's kind of wanted to have an aged look to this, an antique sort of knife. So it's quite a rough. Been sharpened many times, and sometimes quite badly. Groove in knife called come on, wakey internet, Google, you know you can do it. Let me put this one down here. Yeah, I'd like to make a sheath for that one, but I'm going to fuller. There's a fuller. Let me see if there's images with a fuller so I can save the picture. That one would do nicely. Blood groove, aka fuller. Stupid than being called a blood groove, because actually it's just a way of strengthening the knife. Save images. Sorry, I've got to do this quick. my pictures, come on, you know, and it just stalls for a little while. I'm going to leave that one like that, because, come on. Choose the right folder might help. That'll do. Yeah. Voila! Right, here we go, another one. I've got quite a few left still. Nice little, another sort of antique looking Bowie knife with a nice shaped handle, wooden, carved out of wood again. Use some, I've got this enamel, humble enamel, clear coat oil thing, paint stuff that I use on this, but I want to get some varnish because I want to start doing wood carving a lot more. Nice guard, and sort of just a basic hat, nice old looking Bowie knife. This one, another Bowie knife. Bowie, they have a sort of a recurve shape at the tip here, so this is a Bowie knife as well, but this one's got a guard on it. Nice thin piece of brass for the guard, and it's just glued on there. And this is one of my turned handles. I've got a miniature lathe, and this is one of the handles that I turned on it, made from a paintbrush again, probably. Got a bolster here to stop you chopping your fingers, but you're not going to be getting your fingers over there anyway. Yeah, kind of a nice oldie-woldy sort of ship, you know, napoleonic ship sort of fighting knife maybe. This one's got another nice sheath with it, and it's quite a, kind of got a bit more of a polished surface on this one. A little bit of a saw back on the spine there. Nice cutting edge there, and cutting edge all the way along there. It's kind of shined up the edge. And this one has a, I just got a lump of metal, I can't remember where from, but shaped it into this butt. Really nice, really pleased with how that came out. Sort of a something you jab it into someone when you're having a go at trying to kill them. Let's put that one. How am I going to do that? Let's do it like that. That'll do. That'll be okay. Yeah, and 3 more little brass pins. Are they brass pins in that one? No, they're silver pins, and there's only 2 in each side. That'll be a partial tang, or through tang maybe. We might have had a tang that comes out the edge there, and then you just hammer down the end. And anyway, that's that one. How many have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left, and this one 7. This one I wanted to give it an old rusty look, so I kind of deliberately made this one look a bit rusty. It's got the fuller on there, a nice sharp cutting edge along there, sharper edge along there. It's got the bolster. You're alright there, Daisy, you're sort of doing your squeaky I've got a mouse for you noises, but you haven't got a mouse. Hello, thank you very much for the thought anyway. Yes, this one's an oldie looking one. And this one, I gave it a through tang look, so it would come out at the end there, and this bit is either be screwed on or the tang hammered over, or so this is the end of a brass nail I've used for that. Hence no pins in it, so it would have been a through tang, and a nice ornately carved handle, guard. Nice sort of you're actually catching all of this on the film. Let's see if I can. Here we are. Maybe I should of them. Yeah, let me do that with all of them. This is that one previous. I just wanted to make sort of knives that actually look like knives as opposed to all the plasticky ones or mass produced. Yeah, you've got a long time to wait, Bowie. So there's the handle on that one. Hard to do, everything's in opposite when you're looking at the screen. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one's come straight out the Alamo as well. This one, I should really shine up these bits of copper again. I think that was a copper blade actually, because I wouldn't have done the copper bits on the handle without using a copper blade. It's dull in there, so dark enough to be copper. This one. This one. More modern plasticky handle. Just sharpened on one side, or long big grind on one side. And this one, I actually just noticed this one's a slight little bit bent, but they're not for using in anger, they're just for putting in the hands of your action figures to make them look good. And this last but by no means least, this one. Next one, this one's another one with a guard. Its own sheath there. This one's an ancient looking one as well. This one's straight out of Napoleonic Wars, off a ship. Someone like that big Bowie knife, a great big fuller on that one, a nice rusty surface to it. This one has got the a pin head on the end there, just to sort of make it look like a through tang. Some of these are actually through tangs. I have done a tang all the way through, and then it ends here. But you'll notice the ones. I'll show you the ones where that's the case. So yeah, really pleased with that one. And only 5 more to go. This one's got quite an interesting shaped scabbard. This one's got another little end of a pin on the end of its round handle. Another nice thin brass guard. It's got the bolster in there and the heel, Picasso. Yeah, the plunge line. The edge along the top edge of this bit here, and the edge along here, obviously. You'd have an edge on a knife. Don't know why I'd have to say that, but I just did. Stupid. That's that one. This one hasn't got a sheath or anything, but this one's got a. This is a pin that you'd use to hang pictures off, so I just cut the end off that. It's very fancy and ornate, and This one's a brass blade, so it's got the brass bolster. Is it a bolster? Butt of this knife, and it's got another turned handle on my lathe. It's got a sort of a nice ornate. You can see that on the. I don't quite know how well you can see these, but yeah, this one's got a nice little saw back on the spine, saw on the spine. Cutting edge here and cutting edge along there. This one's just a basic old utility knife with full tang and slabs of wood. Is that wood? Yeah, very fine wood, fine grain, with some steel pins going through the handle and a nicely shaped up handle there, just to fit your hand in nicely. The heel and the casso and plunge line, and yeah, just a little basic Bowie knife. Only two more, don't worry, that'll be the end of this video. Another one with a sheath. Interesting shape to it. Just the guard on the bottom bit there, and two what are they called again? I've forgotten again. Handle slabs, the slabs of. They weren't called slabs, were they? I call them slabs, seals, handle, seals, scales. Oh, I don't know, I've forgotten again. They're black plastic anyway, two little pins in there, smallish handle on this one, great big saw edge along the back here, and then another one, different style saw edge on the tip there, which is definitely a going out in the woods and building a hut with knife. And last but by no means least, because it's took me quite a long time to make this one's probably one of my favourites. So it's got a wooden handle, a wooden through tang with a carved lump of metal for the butt, carved lump of metal for the handle, the guard. And it's got a nice bolster here for your hand, a lovely shape to the blade. I haven't got a sheath for this one yet, but this is wood, and I've just used some permanent black marker to make the wood black. Nice polish on the blade. Yeah, really pleased with how that one came out. This one's got a sort of a hook style kind of blade there. This one close up. Let you have a look at this one close up, I should say. But yeah, I was really pleased with how this one came out. Definitely one of my favourites. Anyway, so that's my Bowie knives. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next one. I've got lots of other trays of different knives, machetes, swords, daggers, all sorts of things. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like if you like them. Please leave a comment if you want to leave a comment if I've got anything wrong or add anything to the description, and other suggestions for other knives you might want to see. Or if you want a commission done, I might be able to do a commission for you for your action figure. I do all sorts of modern machetes, zombie killers, hatchets, anyway, all sorts of things. But let me know, and I'll see what I can do. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, goodbye, and be careful out there.